Hello and good afternoon from very sunny Worthing. Just give you a quick scoot around to see what we've got here. So I don't know about you, but I am fascinated with the World Cup at the moment. I'm a bit of a football fan anyway, but the relevance of the World Cup and the way the teams are performing, the behaviours of the players, it's all incredibly relevant for business and for projects. And every single time I watch a game, I've been writing, scribbling furiously, taking down learnings from each of the games and getting to grips with all the different things that are happening, the psychology of the way the players are setting themselves up for different situations, and the way the managers are handling the teams, and the roles that people play within those teams. And so what I thought I'd do is just recount some of those kind of relevant moments to you guys. And the first one that came to mind was one in the game of Croatia against Denmark. Now at the end of full time they were in deadlock, and at the end of extra time they were also in deadlock at 1-1. But shortly before the end of that extra time, one of the Croatian players, Luka Modric, had a penalty. Croatia had been given a penalty and he had to step up and take this penalty, which would have almost certainly won Croatia the game at that point. So he steps up to take the penalty. The penalty is saved. They get to the end of extra time and he has to step up and take a penalty again. And it made me think of business and the project world, because we all have these situations. We all have these situations where we're in a project and we've done something wrong, or something has gone wrong. Someone in our project has done something wrong. We all do it. We're human. It happens. None of us are perfect. And we then have to go again. We have another project. We have another thing that we have to do that's in the same sphere, and we can't run away from it. And it's our responsibility as the person who's made the mistake, but also the responsibility of the team supporting that person, or supporting us, to help them through that and to help them to take learnings from that and move it into the next project, into the next instance of them having to use that skill. In many sports, in sports psychology, there's a lot of focus on process, a lot of focus on routine, and getting yourself in the mindset to be able to do something, and understanding that once something is gone, it's gone. So I'd be interested to hear how you deal with moving from something you've done wrong, something that you have to do regularly, something that comes up on a reasonably regular frequency. You mess up, you accepted it, dealt with it. How do you move on? There are 3 key things that I do when I'm in this situation. The first thing is I accept how I feel about it. I might take myself off for a little while to cry, shout, throw things, draw crazy things on a piece of paper, shout at people, hit balls, whatever it might be. But I allow myself to feel that, because ultimately hiding it away is just gonna allow me to take those feelings into the next project. Once I've processed all the emotion that's attached to it, I then look at it objectively. What did I do? What would I do differently? How could I spot the next time that we were going to end up in that same place? And then finally, once I've taken that learning and I've added it back into my toolbox, I leave it behind. I leave that thing that went wrong, I leave it there, and I take my newly bolstered toolbox onto the next project and make sure that that learning is in my toolbox, ready to employ. So let me know if you found this useful. Share it if it's something that resonates with you and that you feel be relevant to colleagues and people you know. And I will see you for my next Note from the World Cup. Bye.